Welcome back to Ask the Good Doctor on Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126, where talk empowers and becomes action. I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire on the phone with our guest, Dr. Tracy Diner, who is a functional medicine doctor, a chiropractor, and the creator of Magnitude Jewelry. Hi, Dr. Tracy.
Hi, Dr. LaJoyce.
Hi, I'm so glad you can be with us, and I know that you're pressed for time, but we are in the midst of having this conversation about heart health, and shockingly enough, this is right in your wheelhouse because studies have concluded for a while that electromagnetic fields alter our heart health. Can you expound upon that?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me. Love always talking with you. So first thing that we need to know is that we're electric. Our bodies are electric.
Yes.
Our heart's electric. Our brain is electric. And so our hearts, when our heart stops, what do? They actually use a defibrillator to electrically shock it on. And how do we check hearts? By EKGs, electrocardiograms. So we are electric. And the electromagnetic fields that now 4G and really 5G and our Wi-Fis and our routers and cell phones, that we are living in the sea of electromagnetic fields, there's more and more research showing that it is affecting us as a biological being because we have cells, and our cell structures are being affected by this electrical magnetic fields around us. I don't know if you're familiar, but there's research, all sorts of research that's showing that our mitochondria are very affected by electrical magnetic fields. And I don't know if your listeners know, most of you, if you didn't skip your science class in high school, mitochondria are our powerhouse that create the energy for our cells to reproduce and regenerate. And our heart is always pumping. That's a muscle that's always needing energy. And it is being affected now, too, by the electrical magnetic fields around us.
Yes. You know, how is this possible? Because one of the studies that I found says that cell phones emit radiation which causes red blood cells to leak hemoglobin. And the hemoglobin then accumulates in the body, which can lead to health complications, including heart disease and even kidney stones. I mean, help us make some sense of this.
Well, there's so much research. The hemoglobins, okay, so they're iron, and iron is actually polar too. So if we have polarities that are not normal to our bodies around us, it can make our bodies act differently than it would normally act, right? So there's a study with atherosclerosis, for example, that they showed people talking on a phone. There were 100 people that they used for this atherosclerosis. They were people who held a phone up to their body, and then they checked their atherosclerosis in their blood, and then they turned the phone off and on. So they checked it both ways. And when the phone was on and near their body, these were heart patients with atherosclerosis. The EKG showed that they had more heart rhythm problems, more arrhythmias. That's heart palpitations, flutters. So these are things that normally people wouldn't think, gosh, my heart's beating faster and I'm feeling it pouncing out of my chest. I might think it might be my cell phone. People just don't go there yet. But that's what you're doing, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what there's some, forward-thinking people are trying to educate people about this, that it is a real thing. And the more research that's being done, the more that we're going to find that this is not healthy for us on a cellular level.
Exactly. And that's the key, on the cellular level. When you start having things next to your heart that can alter your beat, I take a pause with that and I step back. So whenever I see a woman put her cell phone in her bra, or if I see a man, oh my gosh, if I see a man, I know. I literally cringe. And, being the oracle I am, I cannot
keep your mouth shut.
Keep my mouth shut. Thank you, Dr. Tracy. It's just...
I can't either. I have to say something. Or when you're standing in line and the guy behind you, because a lot of men put their phones in their shirt pockets.
Yes,
right?
they do.
Or women put them in their bras. And your heart is electric. This is an electrical machine that is not good for you, that can alter the way your heart functions. That's the latest research.
Yeah.
My God, don't put it in your bra, don't put it in your shirt pocket. I actually do have to say something too. So yes,
Please.
I'm
Yes.
not a little wallflower either. And and I do have to say, when it's that, I'm like, I'll just nicely say and explain to them, like what's going on. And same thing, don't put it in your front pocket. These are your mitochondria, and also your sexual organs are extremely sensitive
Yeah.
also. And so your uterus, your ovaries, sperm count, the research is showing that it is affecting those as well. So, protect the girls and protect the boys. That's what I call
Absolutely.
it.
And to protect us all, though, you have created something called Magnitude Jewelry, and that's Magnetude jewelry, because
Yep.
it's a magnet, and you could get it at magnitudejewelry.com/Dr. LaJoyce. And Doc, I bet when you were creating this magnitude, you had no idea that this jewelry was going to have such an impact for men, women, children, and pets in terms of being covered. Tell us about it.
I've for a wellness doctor for like 26 years, I have always talked about physically, if you're physical, chemical, and emotionally healthy, you're a
Mm-hmm.
healthy human being. And it's called a triad of health. I've actually changed that to a square, because physically, chemically, emotionally, now you have to protect yourself electrically.
Yes, you do.
And this was a journey that I went on about 5 years ago to try and find things to protect my patients. And there really wasn't anything out there that was pretty to wear that I would want to wear on a regular basis to protect me. And a lot of the things, as an applied kinesiology specialist, a lot of the things that I checked didn't work, and they were very expensive. So we worked, my partner's an artist, and I worked with for about 4 or 5 years in patenting
Mm-hmm.
and getting this jewelry pretty so that people will wear it, and we made it interchangeable so that you wear it all the time. And the magnets that we have made, they're extremely strong. They're about a 3,500 Gauss strength. It's a very strong magnet to push away and repel the electrical magnetic fields from your personal space. And so what this does is it pushes away the EMFs that are going to be affecting you. People sleep better because we're irritated when we sleep, because it's like the EMFs around you, the routers,
Mm-hmm.
the Wi-Fi, they're around us all the time, 24/7. And what this does is it lets your body rest a little bit and heal. And so that's what
Yes.
our jewelry does. On the back side, we also have infrared, negative ion, and germanium, which help with increased blood flow and increased serotonin and anti-inflammatory properties. And it works in conjunction together. And I can tell you that it is so much more profound. Some of the testimonials that we have are so much more profound than I ever even had thought.
Mm-hmm.
That's, as a doctor, really rewarding for me to know that we're now affecting people on a much larger level. And yes, you mentioned pets, right? So
Yes.
dogs, they live on the planet, and they have the same cellular structure we do. And so
Yeah.
they need to be protected too. So we made a dog tag that the dog is not interchangeable. They don't need to match their outfits, but it is something that they wear on their collar, and
Mm-hmm.
it helps push away the electrical magnetic fields, and it increases blood flow for them. And we've had all sorts of testimonials from dogs feeling they're more peppy, and they jump up on the couches and things that they didn't used to do. They're not as afraid of lightning strikes. So I know that we are making profound effects on people and
Mm-hmm.
dogs.
Absolutely. I just have to thank you for it, because I could guarantee you with a great degree of certainty that this is the first time that our audience is hearing that the electromagnetic fields in the air that are everywhere through satellites and such, and especially cell phones, that it is affecting your heart health.
Yes.
This is
And
like
that's
groundbreaking
really new.
information. Yes. But the studies don't lie,
Studies.
because they've been following it, because they had a sneaky suspicion, because
Yeah.
just like you say, brain is electrical, heart is electrical. They give you an EKG when they want to test it. That cell phone is electrical. By God, by all means, do not put it in your shirt. Keep it
Right.
as That's how we can live safely with it. Use it a carrying case, right?
Right. And then, yes, there's carrying cases. Distance. That's a very important thing.
Distance.
Keep distance. Don't keep it on your body. Come out, you can put it in a case. We're actually going to be coming out with a pretty case so that you can keep it near your body rather than in your pocket, but you still have it. It'll still push away and repel from your body itself. keeping your routers away from you. Don't sleep with your phone next to you. I know everybody wants to sleep with their phone next to them, use it as an alarm clock. Well, they have older alarm clocks that do
That's
that. Put
right.
it
Wind
away.
it up.
Let your body rest at night.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, thank you so
And
much, Doctor. I'm sorry, Dr. Tracy, please.
yeah, and I was just saying on magnitudejewelry.com/ask the good doctor, they under the wellness tab there is a 30-minute video that really explains, if you really want to have your listeners get a really good education to help protect them, not just with the jewelry. Of course, everyone should be wearing the jewelry, but also just the other things to do too. Go to the magnitudejewelry.com/ask the good
No,
doctor in the wellness
/
tab.
Dr. LaJoyce.
Ask Dr. Ask Dr.
Forward,
LaJoyce?
nope, just
No,
Dr.
ask the good
LaJoyce. magnitudejewelry.com/Dr. LaJoyce.
Okay.
Yeah, she said, okay. It's
You know better
magnitudejewelry.com.
than me.
Yep, /Dr. LaJoyce. And let me tell you, that good, bad, and the ugly video
Yes.
will blow your mind.
That's what I'm telling them to go see. 5G, the good, bad, and the ugly. It's in the wellness tab of your website.
Go there. It's worth looking at that. It's worth it to be educated. Dr. Tracy created this out of a need. Tell us why.
Because there isn't anything out there doing what we're doing to have it be pretty. First off, so people will want to wear it. We have people that wear jewelry don't even wear it because of the health benefits. However, most people want it because it's pretty and it has health benefits. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing else there to answer the solution. No one was thinking of this when we created this.
That's very true. So I want to thank you for creating it, and it has made an absolute difference in my life. And as we travel also for the electromagnetic fields on planes, the EMFs that we are bombarded with, and just the things that you don't know. Like you've said before, Dr. Tracy, I heard you say the little drip, 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 drip of trouble that drips consistently in the same place erodes away at our health silently over time, and that we can stop that. We can put a halt to it. Those little drips.
That's very true. And we're not even being dripped upon. We're being rained upon by all sorts of things that are not good for us, unfortunately, anymore. Toxic stuff around us. And so this is just one more thing. And the more you can do to keep your body healthy, besides we know the exercise and the eating right, and you talk with your listeners about that. Mm-hmm. This is one area that most people don't think about, and it's one simple, easy way. Put a bracelet on, put an earring on, put our necklace on, just something. Any of it will work to protect you. One less thing your body has to fight against.
Very true. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And if you would like to try it or just take a look at the 5G, the good, bad, and the ugly, Magnitude, MAGNETUDE, jewelry.com /Dr. LaJoyce. That's magnitudejewelry.com /Dr. LaJoyce.